The 98th Guards Airborne Division is an airborne division of the Russian Airborne Troops, stationed in Ivanovo. History. During the Second World War, the formation began its existence as the 98th Guards Rifle Division. It incorporated 296th Guards Rifle Regiment, 299th GRR, 302nd GRR, formed in December 1943, January 1944 at Dmitrov in the Moscow Military District. It was part of the 37th Guards Airborne Corps, 9th Guards Army on the Karelian Front, on the Svir River and near Budapest in February 1945. The division ended the war near Prague. On the 7th of June 1946, the division became an airborne unit at Pokrovka, Primorsky Krai. It included the 296th Guards Air Landing Regiment, the 299th Guards Airborne Regiment and the 17th Guards Artillery Regiment. On the 1st of October 1948, the 296th was used to form the 13th Guards Airborne Division and was replaced by the new 95th Guards Air Landing Regiment. In 1949, the 95th became an airborne regiment. On the 1st of June 1951, the division relocated to Belogorsk. The 217th Guards Airborne Regiment joined the 98th from the disbanded 13th Guards Airborne Division on the 30th of April 1955. In April 1956, the 95th was disbanded and replaced by the disbanded 99th Guards Airborne Division's 300th Guards Airborne Regiment. The 17th Guards Artillery Regiment also disbanded and was replaced by the 74th Guards Artillery Regiment of the 99th Division. In June 1956, the 37th Guards Airborne Corps was disbanded and the division was directly subordinated to the Airborne Headquarters. On the 6th of January 1959, the 243rd Separate Military Transport Aviation Squadron was activated with the division, equipped with 10 Antonov and 2 transports. On the 15th of August 1960, the 74th Guards Artillery Regiment became the 812th Separate Guards Artillery Battalion. The battalion became the 1065th Guards Artillery Regiment on the 27th of April 1962. On the 22nd of February 1968, for achievements in combat and political training, and in connection with the 50th anniversary of the USSR Armed Forces, the division was awarded the Order of Kutuzov of second degree. In August 1969, units of the division relocated to Volgograd in the Odessa Military District and Kishinev and Merikut, Artsys Ryan. The division became involved in the major exercises: South Spring 72, 73, Crimea Ether-74, Spring-75, Shield-79, Shield-82, Summer 90. On the 1st of October 1992, the 300th Guards Airborne Regiment left the division and became a separate unit. It was replaced by the 106th Guards Airborne Division's 331st Guards Airborne Regiment. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the division was relocated from Volgograd in Ukraine to Ivanovo after the fall of the Soviet Union during May 1993. 217th Guards was moved to Ivanovo in the spring of 1993. In doing so, remnants of its constituent units, such as the 217th Guards Airborne Regiment, were reorganized as Ukrainian formations. At about the same time, the 300th Guards Parachute Regiment was detached and sent to Abakan in Siberia. In December 1997, the 299th Guards Airborne Regiment was absorbed into the 217th Guards Airborne Airborne Regiment. Today, its two regiments, the 217th and 299th, are stationed near the Ivanovo 70 military transport airfield. However, another source lists the two constituent regiments as the 217th and 331st, the latter having transferred from 106th to the Guards Airborne Division in 1998. It took part in the 2008 South Ossetian War. In August 2014, 10 members of the division were captured amidst the war in Donbass, near the Russia-Ukraine border, according to Ukraine, while conducting operations in Ukraine. After having crossed the border illegally, according to Russia, they had crossed the border by accident on an unmarked section. Russia has been accused of, and has denied, supporting the pro-Russian separatists who battled the Ukrainian army in the war in Donbass. On the 26th of August 2015, 18-year-old Pavel Bakhtin, about 3 months short of being demobilized, was a sentry for the 331st Parachute Regiment at a field camp near Pasochnoye on the border between Yaroslavl and Kostroma oblasts. After duty, Bakhtin went back to the guardhouse without returning his weapon and unleashed it on his comrades. Units 2009. 98th Guards Airborne Division in Ivanovo, 217th Guards Airborne Regiment in Ivanovo, 331st Guards Airborne Regiment in Kostroma, 1065th Guards Artillery Regiment in Kostroma, 318th Air Defense Battalion in Ivanovo, 661st Engineer Battalion in Ivanovo, 674th Signal Battalion in Ivanovo, 15th Maintenance Battalion in Ivanovo, 243rd Military Transport Aviation Squadron in Ivanovo. At some point, it was planned that the 137th Guards Airborne Regiment in Ryazan would join from the 106th Guards Airborne Division, which was to disband. However, the disbandment of the 106th Guards has now been rescinded. Gallery